See a few people on here. Hey guys, when you get on these calls, especially with me, do me a favor. If you're not driving or if you're not at work, turn your cameras on so I can see your faces. Okay. I know people have, jobs in the middle of the day, they're doing things, but if you're not at your work or you're not driving, turn your cameras on so we can have a real exciting call. Thank you, Arthur. I appreciate you. Kim, Lewis.
I appreciate you for hosting.
All right, thank you. All right. All right, Sandy, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Bill says I don't have a video. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. I want to make sure that everybody who does have a camera at least turn it on so we can, see each other. And guys, whenever you're on a Zoom call, just for your own purposes, whenever you're on a Zoom call, no matter what it is, make sure that you have your name on there, your name or your business name, and make sure you put your phone number in there as well. This is how people can actually connect with other people when you're on these types of calls. That way, if maybe you want to do a deal in Houston, Texas, and there you said, oh, shoot, so-and-so is in Texas. Jot their number down, right? That way you'll have a source. You'll have a connection. You make it. You just start, organically growing these relationships. And, real estate is not a solo job. It's not a solo adventure. It's always going to be teams. It's always going to take more than one person. You can't do it by yourself. So, some of you guys may be introverts. Okay. Get over it. Or find people that you can network with and can team up with who are not introverts, and they can do whatever it is that you don't like to do, and you can do whatever they don't like to do, and you work together as a team. All right, cool. So thank you guys, the ones who are brave and bold to cut their cameras on. I really appreciate it. One of the things I will say is that, and I always do this, is if you're not ashamed of the face that God gave you, then turn your camera on. And everybody is beautiful on this call, no matter where they are, what they look like. Even if you're having a bad hair day, I don't care. I'm having a bad beard day right now. And so I just want to make sure you guys understand that this call ain't about looks. It's about gaining information. All right. So enough of that. If you don't know, my name is Barry. Right. I am a real estate investor, coach. I also work with the company DealDriven. Some of you may have seen me. Some of you don't. I don't know. Last time I was here, it was last week I was on this call, I believe. I did this call. No, week before last. Somebody else did it. But I've been using the DealDriven app for a while. I used it. Actually, I was there when it first got, created. And I was so excited about it. You probably seen some of the videos that I did. They put me on some of the training videos. If you haven't seen them, good, because that means they recycled and got rid of and got some of the new ones in. But if they got some of the old ones in there, you'll see me. You might see me in some of the Facebook group and everything. So I don't know how many people on this call are new to real estate. So if you're new to real estate, or if you're new to this DealDriven app, throw a 100 in the chat. Throw a 100 in the chat so I see who I am working with today. If you're new to it, you haven't gotten it, or you're new to real estate, throw a 100 in the chat. Okay, thank you, Linda. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Larry. New to DealDriven. Okay, cool. All right. So all right, cool. We got a few new people in here. So if you haven't used their DealDriven app, if you just jumped on this call because you got that link in this webinar link, you know that you can try the DealDriven app for free. Got a 7-day free trial. My trusty sidekick, Chloe, who's staying in the background, She'll throw that link in the chat when she gets to it. But you can try the DealDriven app out for free. And once you try it out, if you like it, then it's going to be $49 a month. Okay. But I encourage you to give it a try. I know that the other person who does this call, they generally get on the call and say, hey, does anybody have any questions about how to use the DealDriven app? Do you got, you need me to show you how to pull a list and all that good stuff? And I'm going to do that because I want to know who has some questions about the DealDriven app. I definitely want to know that. But what I want to do is I want to show you one or two things about the app that you may or may not have known. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you. All right. And can everybody hear me okay? If you can, just shake your head, yes. The ones that I can see. All right, cool.
Yes, we can hear you good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So the DealDriven app. So first and foremost, when you actually sign up for it and you get on here and you create your account, this is what they call the dashboard. We call this the dashboard. What? Chloe showed her picture. Oh, hey, Chloe. All right. So this is the dashboard. This is the hub. This is the place where you're going to start when you start diving into some of these features. So always remember, when you click on this home, it's always going to take you back to here. This dashboard tells you everything you really need to know about what you have, where to go, your list of properties. You see, I got a big list of properties already. How many credits you have, if you have, purchasing credits. It'll tell you your total, and it'll tell you your usage and all that good stuff. Okay. And if you have a marketing and you use the mailers that are in the DealDriven app, it'll show you your marketing, how many mailers you got going out and all that good stuff. But one of the things that I wanted to show you is, let's say you created a lot of lists like I got. Well, if you click on this right here where it says view and search my existing property list, it's going to pull up all your lists right here. This little neat page with all these little boxes with the numbers or the total properties within that list. And let's say you just want to go back and look at lists that you had before, and you're not sure if you got contact with everybody, but you don't want to go and pull a fresh list. You just want to start calling people just to start talking to people. Well, you can actually combine your list into one list real easy. So for instance, let's say I want to take these right here. These are all in Pittsburgh. These are all close to in Pennsylvania. And I want to bring these all into one list and then put them in my dialer, or I'll start making phone calls with these. So what you can do is just simply click right here on here to choose this one, then choose the next one and the next one. Flushing is in New York, so I don't think that's gonna be one. And I'll leave that alone. But let's say we want to, put it in there. Let's just put it in there. So you'll see up here on the top where it says combine list. Okay, so you can take all four of these lists that got all these properties in here, and you can combine them. You can either combine them into an existing list. Maybe you want to combine them into just all to the pre-4 of Pittsburgh. And you just go here, you search it, you find out where that list is, you choose it, and you combine the list. Or maybe you just want to create a new one. And so if I wanted to create a new one, I would click on this right here. And I would name it, new call list. Or I'd call it this, old leads call. So to me, that means I'm going to call these old leads. And then what you do is you can remove the properties from the original list once it's combined. So all that's going to do is take all these leads or property leads in this list right here and take them out of there and dump them all into this list. And these will be empty, and then you can just delete those. So if I wanted to, which I'm going to do, I'll just say confirm. The following list is going to tell me there's Just gonna tell me what it's going to, where they're gonna be moved to, and then I said confirm. It takes it a minute. Okay. So all of those properties that were in there are going to be gone. Let me go to the top. This is the list right here. Right now, it's still populating, but what you can do is click right there and click on update counts. And when you update the counts, it should update how many leads or how many properties got dumped into here. Okay, so that's your list. And then the ones that got deleted, and I hope that there they are. So if I click on this and try to open it up, there should not be anything in there. Okay, so that list is gone. And then I can actually just get rid of that list. So let me go back out here. And let's say I wanted to delete this. Yes, I'll delete it. Takes it a minute. And the list is gone. And so this is a great way to actually clean up all your lists. If you got a whole bunch like I do, and I do this, once every 6 months anyway, and it's time to do it now. I'll just combine them in some lists into separate, one list, and then I'll get rid of all these other ones to make room. Because when you start getting a whole bunch of numbers up here, like 152 lists together, that can be kind of confusing. The only reason I have that many is because I had to pull leads for certain people and help them out. So I wanted to show you guys that. Does anybody have any questions about that? Did anybody know that you could do that? I didn't think so. All right. So let's go back over here to the DealDriven app. Let's go back to the home page or home screen, to the dashboard. And so whenever you're out driving for dollars, how many of you guys do driving for dollars? Does anybody out here do driving for dollars? I don't know if you do or not, because I can't see your faces. Let's see here. What does this say in the chat? Yes, Tyrone, you do driving for dollars. Okay, Tyrone, do me a favor and open up your microphone for me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
It's good. It's good.
All right, where are you located at?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's right. I remember you. Queen City.
Yeah, Queen
Okay.
City.
All right. Do you utilize the DealDriven app when you do your driving for dollars?
No, because I haven't done it. Yeah, because I pull
Okay.
up on my. They don't have the phone app, so I use there's another app I use that just kind of I can click on the houses and stuff as I drive.
Deal Machine
Um,
or in a batch? There's a couple of them.
yeah.
Okay, so you can use this on your phone. You know that it's a web-based app. It's not an app that you're going to buy at the App Store. But you can actually open it up in Chrome. You got Google Chrome on your phone?
Yeah.
Or use Safari?
I got Safari. I use Safari, but I can get Chrome.
Well, it works best with Chrome. But even with Safari, if you just type in the browser app.dealdriven.com and go to that, then with Safari, you can actually pin it to your home screen of your phone, and it'll give you an icon, the DealDriven app icon, and you could tap on it, and it'll take you to the app. Or you can go to the Google Play Store. I think they still have it in Google Play Store. Yep. And you can just search for DealDriven app, and you can download it that way to your phone.
Okay. Oh, I do have a
Okay.
tablet. I have an Android tab. I might do it on my tablet.
Okay, that's fine. It'll work on there too. Just, go to Google Play Store, drop it in there. And so that way, when you're out there driving for dollars, let's see, you're always going to use the lookup property and GPS or address. That's always going to be your driving for dollars, guys. Whenever you're out there driving for dollars and looking around, you always want to make sure that you go there. Now, when you see all of these little different colors that look like Jolly Ranchers, right? Multicolors, these represent property statuses. And here's your legend or your key over here that tells you what that color, what that status is associated, the color associated with, excuse me. And so what this does is it tells you one thing. It tells you what types of properties are in this little neighborhood that you're looking at. When I look at this neighborhood, I see a bunch of rentals. That's what I see because it's showing a lot of non-owner occupied types of properties. So I see a bunch of rentals. So if you're looking for maybe pulling a list or you want to pull a list of tired landlords, okay, and you're out driving for dollars, then this is the area that you want to be in, okay? This is the area you want to be in. If you're looking for pre-foreclosures, there's not really that many. There's 2 right here. But, if I zoom out a little bit more, there's like 1, 2, 3, there's a couple. So there's a little area that you could actually drive in if you're in this market. But since we're in Queen City, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to Queen City, driving to Queen City, Charlotte. Well, he's gonna let me do it, Charlotte. Well, why is my keyboard not tapping on it? Oh, it's telling me don't do it that way. That's what it's telling me. All right, let's go back. Is it gonna let me do it this way? I don't know if I can search like this. Yep. All right. I don't know where it dropped me at, but that's not Charlotte.
Mm-mm.
No, that's Baltimore. So I'm probably gonna have to do an address. You got an address I can throw in here? Anything? Give me your address.
I'll give you address. I got 9434 Burmester Lane.
9434. What was that? Burgers? What did you say?
Burmester Lane.
STER. It's not pulling up on me. I'm probably gonna have to refresh. Let me do a refresh. The Mint Hill?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So that house is right there as soon as it starts. Okay. Okay, so try again. It's not giving me that. Sometimes the postal information is not updated or is not in there, but this is the area. So you can see just in this little area right here that just in this little spot right here, this is probably a rental, a lot of rentals in here. And so when you're out there driving around in that area, what you can do is when you're driving down the road and everything, and make sure you hit the navigation arrow right here. So it will actually locate you. If I do it right now, it's going to bring you to where I'm at, but always hit the navigation arrow so it can follow you. And let's say you see this house right here and it looks like it might be vacant, or it might even have a sign on it that says for rent. Well, you tap on the map, it's going to pull up the property card eventually. There you go. It's going to give you some information right here. You see it visually, and you know it's one that's for rent. And it may even have a number on it. So you don't have to really skip trace. But if it doesn't have a number on it, you know that the owner, his name is Israel Sanchez. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to just click on the add button, create a list. You can call it whatever you want to.
Okay.
And then add it to that list. So I'll just add it to the all properties just to confirm. And then it's done. I don't have to do anything else. I don't need to spend time, looking at numbers and all that, because the goal of driving for dollars is to build yourself a list of properties that you saw, right? And so you can just go ahead and say, okay, cool, I got that one. And I'm going to go to the next one, and I get around the corner and I see this one. Okay. There you go. We know Carolyn's there. So we just add it to a list. And then we keep moving. Once we done our driving for dollars, maybe you drive for dollars for an hour, 30 minutes. I used to do all Saturdays. I used to go about 2 hours every Saturday and just find a neighborhood and add properties. Once you get done, adding those properties, then that's when you come back and you go to that list and you skip trace it. So I'll go back to that list. I put it in the all properties list. Those are the two properties right there. Okay. What I can do is I've got automatic pictures to show up on mine. I had it added to my account, but if you don't have it, you can just click right here, get a photo, or if you're actually there and you take a picture yourself, you can upload your picture there.
Oh,
But I'm
okay.
going to do that. Yeah, you can upload it.
So what's the automatic picture? What's that, the benefit of that?
Well, for me, if I'm doing pulling list and I'm not there at that location, whatever, then I'll see a Google picture on it. And then when if I do the mailing from here, the postcards, then it will pull this picture on that, put it on that postcard. And so when people get it, they see their picture of their house. And they're like, oh. And when you're saying, hey, well, you're looking to sell your house, yada, yada, yada. Okay.
Okay.
But I just have it automatic because I don't want to, if I pull a list of, 50 or 100, I don't want to go through and click on get photo every time. So I'll pull the list. It's there. I'll skip trace it. Let it skip trace. When I come back, those pictures normally are there. It automatically is pulling it anyway.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you got your pictures, you got your list, you labeled your list, driving for dollars, Mint Hill, whatever you want to label it. Then you're going to go back and you're going to choose those properties. Okay. That one and that one. And then you're going to skip trace it. It's going to tell me how many credits it's taken, how many I got left, all that good stuff. And I'll say yes. I'll say okay. And in the background is running. But all I got to do is just click on the refresh button. And those are my numbers associated with the property owner and email addresses. Okay. And at that point, you can call them. You can text them. These are landlines. Of course, these are mobiles. Or if you want to, you can actually just send them email if you want to. If you're going to send emails, the best way to get somebody's attention is to simply, in the subject line, put their property address. Okay. And then you say, hey, Miss Carolyn, I was reaching out to you in reference to your property at, 6346 Danbrook Park. I was on wanted to know if he was interested in selling it, yada, yada, or whatever you sent to them. Okay. So that's that. Gary, you got a question?
Yes, sir. I'm in Los Angeles, California, and I just
West
wanted to,
side.
can you
West
tell us how to get that auto house list? Or how to get the houses automatic, the pictures?
Get the pictures.
Yes.
Okay, so if you create a list and you want auto pictures to populate on your list or your
Right.
leads, then all you do is you go over here to the side menu. Okay.
Okay.
And you're gonna drop down to my account. Okay. And then you're going to go to manage optional features. It's not free, it is a
Okay.
cost. And so if you want automatic pictures, there you go.
Okay.
Add the feature, is $20 a month. Okay.
Okay.
And since I'm already over here, if you guys want anything else like the virtual view, virtual property search, and virtual driving for dollars, then you click here. What is this? This is new. Oh, there's a video for it. It's probably me. Is it? Oh, dang. I ain't gonna click on it. I don't want y'all looking at it. That's before I had a beard. But virtual driving for dollars, you can do that. You can do the multi-step direct mail campaigns, and all that is that when you do a mailer out of the DealDriven app, it's a one-off, meaning it'll send it one time. But if you have this enabled, then you can set up a multi-step campaign to where you can have a postcard go out the first of the month, the 15th of the month, the first of next month, and you can step it down as far as you want. You have this enabled. It's not $20 per card. It's $20 just to have that feature enabled. Okay. So you can do that.
Where is the other skip trace option?
The
You got
other
the
skip trace option.
Yeah, you got the free skip traces for phone numbers. And then you have the other one for emails and text messaging.
Oh yeah. All right. So Gary, are you a partner of ours?
Yes.
Yeah. So as a partner, I don't know if Chloe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but is the people who are not partners and they came in from another program, do they have the free skip trace? I don't think they do.
No, only partner-driven partners get the free skip option.
Okay.
Okay, I do
Okay.
have
So
the
if you
free
want-
skip option.
Yeah. That's what she was saying. The partners have it, but the people. So you got to remember, Gary, not everybody on this call is a partner-driven partner.
Okay.
Well, they come from different other companies,
Wait,
so they don't
partners get-
have the free.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say, Tyrone?
Oh, I think I paid for a skip trace when I first got on.
Are you a partner? Partner-driven? I don't think so. I don't know. So we can check and see. But all right. So for Tyrone, I'm not Tyrone, but where'd you go, Gary?
Yeah.
Anytime you're doing a skip trace in a list, right? Let me go back over to the all properties, and I'll pull that one back up again. All right. So if you're a partner, then when you tap on this, or even if you don't tap on, if you look up here, you see free,
Right.
and then you see this one. This one is the instant email and phone lookup. It does require credits. Okay, so you have to have credits in your DealDriven account.
paid for credits.
Yeah, you gotta buy some credits. Yeah.
Okay. Because I do have 1,000 credits in the free.
Yeah, you have 1,000. You have 1,000 skips. You don't have credits. You have you have 1,000 that you can skip trace for free every month as a partner. It's not
Okay.
credits. It's just
Okay.
1,000 skip traces. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. But if you want to utilize the instant one instead of the free, then you definitely have to purchase credits. Right. So your credits are basically over here. You go over back to my account and you go down to payment method. And when you click on your payment method, if you already have your debit or credit card in there, you just click on buy credits. And once you click on buy credits, then you have the choice, right,
Okay.
to choose from. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Simon.
Yeah, I have a question in regards to the $20 a month. Was it a postcard or the mailer?
Oh, the multi-step mailer. Yes.
Yes, and I was just wondering, how many postcard can we send with $20 on that? Is it unlimited?
So I want you to make sure I explain this right. When I went down here to optional features, this right here is just a feature that you turn on. Okay. And
Okay.
what that simply means is if you don't have it turned on and you decide you want to send postcards from the DealDriven app, then it will only mail them out one time. If you have this enabled, then you can set up a mailing campaign and you can send out as many postcards as you want that's in that campaign. The $20 is just a feature. It enables a feature and it's on $20 a month. Okay.
And you can send that to as many prospects as you can per month?
That's only the feature to turn it on so you can set up an actual campaign. Postcards, they do cost credits. So how many credits you have in your DealDriven app account, that's how many postcards you're going to be able to send. So if you got, 30 or 40 or 100 credits or 1,000 credits, and you want to send a mailing campaign of 100, then it's going to take off. I think is it a credit per mailer now, Chloe? Yeah. So every credit, it'll be a dollar, basically a credit per card.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is that the $20 a month does not include the credit that is needed to send those postcards.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You said it better than I did it.
Oh, I know.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any questions in the chat? I ain't looking. Nope. Oh. RH Investments.
Hi there.
Hey.
Hopefully it's not too soon to ask this question, but I was hoping to get some guidance. I happen to know a friend who knows a couple who might be interested in selling a self-storage facility, and I'm hoping to meet them soon. I just have no idea what to say to them. Except for, are you interested in selling?
That's a start.
Yeah. It's like
I
the
don't-
houses, you compare apples to apples, that sort of thing. I'm not really sure what other questions I would need to ask.
A storage unit, a storage facility.
A mini storage unit.
Oh, so it's got how many units in it?
I don't know yet. I'm hoping to get a meeting sometime next week with him, but he does know a
Okay.
couple who might be interested in selling.
All right, so that's going to be not this. It's not the same because that's going to be a commercial transaction.
Right.
Okay. So it's different questions that you're going to be asking. You're going to be asking questions such as, what is your CapEx or your capital expenditures? What do what do you pay per month? What do you take in per month? You're going to need to see a whole bunch of, statements showing, how much money they're making and all that stuff. It's different.
Mhm.
I'm not an expert on that. Then you probably need to get with a commercial broker or somebody who's in real estate who does commercial. What I would do is go to meetup.com, type in commercial real estate investor,
Okay.
go to one of those meetups and meet with somebody.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Good deal. Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Anybody else have any other questions? Is anybody who's on here who's like, I'm still confused about the DealDriven app. If you, remember these calls are here to help you. So if you have questions, if you truly have questions, then I want you to ask them, because the only stupid question is the one you don't ask. So if you got a question or a comment, please. We got more people on here. What's up with you guys not want to turn your cameras on? That's the thing. I'm tripping on that. What's up with that?
Hey Barry, I have a question.
Hey, Rachel.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, so I think you might have gone over it earlier, but I was dealing with my daughter, so I didn't catch it. I'm still trying to understand the driving for dollars. I actually have two questions. With the driving for
Mhm.
dollars, can it automatically pull the properties, or do we have to individually add them one by one?
Great question. No, it doesn't, you can't just take a picture of it and it'll pull the information for you. You actually have to tap on the map. So
Okay.
that's why it's important when you're driving for dollars and you got this thing open, always make sure that you have the navigation button enabled. That way it'll follow you. So when I click on it, it's going to show you exactly where I'm at. Okay.
Okay.
And if I'm driving over here, or if I tap on the property, I see it on the map because I'll see it, I'll tap on it. It's going to pull up the card and then I'll just add it to a list and then keep moving.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
And then my other question is actually about dialing from inside the app and texting from
Mhm.
inside the app. I've had
Mhm.
so much trouble with this. I've had to download apps on my computer to connect, but still having trouble. So not sure how this is supposed to work.
Yeah. So, yes, you can do it from within the app. And yes, if you have a PC, meaning you just have a Windows-based machine, you're probably going to have to find a communication software or something that will actually do it. With an Apple, if you have a Mac like I got, if I click on a number, so like if I go into, let me go to a list, and I'll click on this. You find somebody. And if I want to call them, if I click on call, it's going to say open FaceTime. And it'll open up FaceTime and I can actually make a call. It won't be a FaceTime call, it'll be an audio call. And it will call them. And as long as I have a speaker and a microphone, I can talk to them.
Okay, so now, but DealDriven's not on iPad, is it? Because I do have an iPad that I can use with FaceTime.
Yes. So like I said before, if you have Google Chrome
Yes.
on your iPad, just go to a browser, open it up, type in app.dealdriven.com right up
Mhm.
here, just right here. You type it in there, it's going to pull up your homepage or your account, then you just put in your credentials and open it up, and you have it right then and there. Just save it to one of your favorites, right? You know how you can save icons on your thing? You just have it. So that way you always don't have to keep typing in app.dealdriven.com and going. You just open up your browser, boom, hit it, it opens up the app, and then you can dial from that way.
Oh, that is so cool. I have not tried that. I haven't even tried it from my phone yet. So that is really good information. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate that. I've been trying to figure this out ever since I joined. That was what, like 2.5 months ago. So thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah, give it a try. Just remember when you do your texting, like if you're texting from your phone, it's going to show your number. Okay.
Same with iPad, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you can do it with an iPad.
I have text
It
messaging
probably
on
will.
my
Yeah,
iPad.
it will. Yeah, it probably will. Yeah, it will show you show the number associated with your iPad.
Okay,
Right.
good.
So just remember that. Okay.
All right, thank you.
And and you can't do a text blast. They're always one-offs. So okay.
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 Can a text blast be done through the phone, or is a blast? So actually, I'd have to have a connecting app for that one.
You'll have to have a connecting app. It's much better.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Who said that? So Larry, you said, does it run comps? Where you at, Larry? Larry MC in the place to be.
Larry McDaniel for short, but I'm in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, you must know
Yes,
that there's 1,001 real estate investors in Phoenix.
Yeah, it is. I work out of Memphis also, where I was born and raised.
Oh, okay. I got working on a sub 2 deal over there right now. Let's see. So you want to know if it'll pull comps? And the answer to that is absolutely. Okay. So this is how you do it. There's a couple of ways you can do this. Let me go back over to here. Is there a specific property that you want to take a look at?
Yeah, I guess we can go over one of my properties. Let's do the one in Phoenix.
Can you put it in the chat? Can you put it in
Yeah.
the chat? Yeah, put it in the chat. That way I can just copy and paste. So.
I might want to do this one in St. Louis, actually. But I'll just drop this one in Phoenix.
Okay. Yeah, anyone. All right, got it. I didn't copy this. Copy. Paste. All right. So I'm gonna click on that. Okay. So this says that this house has a valuation of around 324. Okay, we'll see. So there's a couple of ways you can do running the comps. And really, you can do it from here, or if you add this to a list, you can do it once you got it in the list. But if you want to do it from here, you just click on more, pull comparables. And right now it's saying there's 0 beds and 1 bath. Do you know what type of, how many bedrooms and bathrooms this thing has?
Yes, 2 bed, 1 bath.
2 bed, 1 bath. All right, so let me see if I gotta add it to a property, because you can edit this stuff. So let me go back. Let me add it to a list. Okay, I'm gonna go to that property. And that pulled up the details. That's the inside of the property card. So it said it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. So what you can do, if you guys are out there and you're looking at properties and you say, no, this actually got a 2 bedrooms and it's bigger or whatever, you just click on edit, change the number, and then save. Now, this does not save it nationwide. It only saves it on your account. So if you were to pull this up on your account, actual account, it'll probably say 0 and 1. But what that does is it adjusts the comps. So you're pulling comps that are 2-bedroom, 1-bath comps. Okay. So when I click on pull comparables, then it's going to be searching for 2-bedroom, 1-bath comps. Now, there's a little glitch here that we have with this thing. It tends to want to put you out in the middle of the freaking ocean. So you're just going to have to work with it, come over here, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to do a 2-mile radius. So if you're an investor, you try to be as close to the subject property as possible. So we want to be at least a half a mile or closer. So you can adjust your search radius by simply taking the circle and just pulling it in like that. It's going to tell you the adjustment right here. Okay. And that's less than a mile. I'm going to bring it in just a little bit more and just leave it like that. And then you want to go for the last 90 days in sales. If the market was different, we could go the last 6 months, but it's not. So you just slide this back over. Okay. Now, obviously, there are comps there, but because I made that adjustment for 2 bedrooms, I may have to refresh this whole thing. It's taking me back to the ocean again. So I don't like this thing. Cool.
Do you use batch leads also?
No, I don't use batch leads, but I know about it. I use some other stuff. Okay. So just don't want to cooperate with me, but I know there's some comps over there. And so what I probably would do is go back here because maybe the comparables that were there had 0 beds, but the square footage is there. Let's see what it does now. There you go. Yeah. So it's pulling from the records that get aggregated from another service into the DealDriven app. So in that area, is that an area that's a lot of sales are going on?
Kind of, sort of. Maybe
Okay.
more east. Keep going east
East
a little
over this?
more for sure. Yeah,
Over here?
yeah. Could be some
Okay.
like these, maybe
Okay,
going towards
so
Scottsdale.
that's got you. So I always remember, even though this is only showing 2 and there's probably more, there's not one platform that is 100% accurate. That's why we always use Zillow in conjunction to this. And if you have other things that you can use like I do, then you can actually pull, the data and get this information. But based off of this, in the last actually the last 2 months, there's one sale, zero bed, one bath, 900 square foot house, which is within the same square footage. You know, it's either 200 feet plus or minus either way. That's the general consensus of rule. That's a comparable. And then and it says the average sale price is around 261 based off of these two. This one sold for 282. More than likely, if I went back and saw the valuation is saying it's probably around 324
Nice.
with a high of 331 or a low of 318. So I would say that your ARV is around 325.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Anytime you see something that has a valuation confidence score of, 90 or above, then this information right here is based off a national title company database. So you can utilize this as your starting point. But always remember, those are just starting points, right?
Mhm.
So that can be your negotiating point where you can make an offer. So if you were going to make an offer on this house, let's say it needed some work. Maybe it need $30,000 worth of work. Maybe it need 20,000. I don't know. I would actually, in Phoenix, probably start off at like 73% of whatever this number is, and minus any repairs, and that would be my initial cash offer.
Okay. I'm gonna do the math on it.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Let's see here. Somebody. If you get a property from a wholesaler or a realtor, will DealDriven? If you're asking me a question that deals with partners and partner driven, if you're a partner, who is this? King? Who's King D? King. Speak to me.
I mean,
All right. Are you a partner driven?
yes, I am. Full partner.
King, you're okay. So next week, be on the lookout. We're going to be doing a roundtable call with the coaches on the daily training call at 9 a.m. just for our partners. And we're going to go through everything that you want to know about how to do deals with the wholesalers, how to do deals with off the MLS, what we require, and all that good stuff. Okay. But to answer your question, yes, we will. Okay.
Okay.
And this is a deal driven call, not a partner call, just so you'll
Yeah.
know that. Okay.
Got you. I heard
Yes.
it this morning on the partner call.
Okay. Yeah. So yes, we do. If you run across something like that, you know the process to actually request a contract and all that good stuff, then we can work it from that angle, or you could just wait until next Thursday and get the actual process so you know what to do. Okay.
All right.
Cool. All right. Anybody else got any? It says, could you guys run comp for me? I already did that. Does it run comps? Yes. All right. Says I have a problem with skip tracing. The emails I'm sending are being returned to for inaccurate addresses. Okay. Just FYI, Sandy, yes, you may get some that get kicked back. All I can say is that are you using the free skip trace or the paid one? I see you moving your mouth, but I can't hear you. Just okay. Are you using the free skip trace? Yes or no? I can't. All right. Type it in the chat for me. There you go. The pay. Okay, thank you. All right, so what I suggest if you're getting a ton of disconnects or nobody answering or wrong numbers, do me a favor and just take a sampling or a screenshot of that particular list or the number or the ones that you're getting and use it and send it to support@dealdriven.com and put on their attention, deal driven. Hey, I'm getting a lot of inaccurate data on my skip traces in this area right here. And then the engineer take a look at it and go back to the company that provides us with the information and see if we can get this thing situated, straightened out. Okay. You're welcome. Cool. All right, Gary.
Yeah, what's the best way to get help with Facebook marketing?
Don't ask me. That's the best way not to get it. So have you joined our, so we're getting into partner stuff again. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I did join, but I'm not sure how to get help with setting up.
So Marina does the call at 12 noon on Mondays or Tuesdays. And tomorrow at 12 noon. So if you joined her group, right, for the challenge, then
Okay,
that's the question you need to ask her. Okay. And she can help you.
okay, how do I join the group?
All right. Let's not go over there. This is supposed to be the deal driven call.
Okay,
So
all right, all right.
tomorrow morning, when you get on the daily training call,
Yeah,
then ask that question and you'll get it answered. Okay.
is it on Friday also?
Yeah. We
The
have a daily
daily-
training call. Yeah.
Okay,
At 9:00.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Glenn. Come on, man. You're making a rookie mistake. I already see you. You gotta unmute yourself.
How's that?
That's much better.
All right, I'll start over. Hey, neighbor. I pulled a list last weekend. Well,
Mhm.
anyway, multiple lists, but one area that I pulled, it came up, and so everything was normal. So then when I went back to check the progress on my free skip, there was two buttons in listed, and it was just like a saved search. So when I pulled on it, my search came up, it populated or whatever. So I re-skipped again.
Mhm.
And when I come back to, make sure that I had all my yellow windows and all that stuff, it was the same display. And then I decided, well, I will pull it again. And anyway, so I got two lists identical and the same display, like a saved search. I can't remember what the other button was in the center. Why does
Do
that
you have your
happen? I
DealDriven?
never, excuse
Do
me?
you have your app? Do you have your app available for that right now to share screen?
No, I don't.
Okay, because I'm trying to wrap my head around. You created a list, you skip traced it to free, you went back to it, and it had two buttons.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Nope, wrong spot. And whoever drew on my screen, please refrain from doing that. Let's see, this thing won't move like I wanted to. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna create this list.
Is it possible that it's, if there's a
Mhm.
problem, that it's related to an area? I pulled Sarasota.
Um, doubt it, but anything's possible. Let me because I'm gonna do a free on this one and see what it's saying. So when you went back to it, excuse me, where were those buttons you were talking about? Were they here?
Yep, they're right in the center and there's no properties populated, just kind of like a blue, light blue background with blue buttons in the center, vertical.
May need to take a screenshot of that and send it to Ben because I've never seen that before, so I don't know how to answer that.
Okay,
Yeah, I would take a screenshot of it and say, what the heck?
yeah. All right. I can tell you that the information's just been awesome last year or so, or whatever. I mean, it's just been, I've been having great success with it.
Okay. Yeah. I think it really depends on the area that you live in and how responsive the county is and the company that pulls those records for us.
Mhm.
It just really depends on the area. Like I said, not everything is always going to be 100%. And that's why as an investor, you should always have other tools in your tool belt. So when you can't pull it with one piece of software, you can try another one and kind of put it together. So,
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
yep. I go across the board, using 5 or 6 sources and checking for my consistency. So, but I start with
yeah,
DealDriven.
exactly. Yep, that's how you do it. You always want to compare. It's just like doing a comp, running a comp on a house, and you're like, I got to see what they're saying, and what they're saying, and then I take the average of all three.
Yeah.
So, but
Well, thank you,
yeah,
sir.
guys, if you haven't, yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Glenn. If you have not tried the DealDriven app, like I said, you could try it absolutely for free for 7 days. Give it a try. After that, it's $49 a month. We do this call every Thursday at the same bat time on the same bat channel. So anybody that you notice, a real estate investor who's looking for some kind of, software that can help them gather data and speed their process a little bit faster, give them the link and have them come on the call. Okay. All right, guys. I have no more questions in the chat, and it's time for me to go to my next call. So you guys have a great rest of the day, and we will see you next week.